Okay, we are live. All right. I didn't, I just announced it now, so we'll see if anybody shows up. It's kind of late, but I'll give it a few minutes, see if anybody comes on. Let's see. See who jumps on this late at night. Okay, let me welcome everybody to the live here. All right. All right. All righty. Okay. I want to welcome everyone to tonight's late night live. I'm starting later than I even thought, and I wasn't even able to give notice right now. Late night working tonight, and my late nights, it went a little later than I thought. So, hey Corey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And welcome everybody that's coming on. Good to see you guys. I want to apologize for this live being so late tonight. But I wanted to do one tonight, and I want to do one every day this weekend. I want to do one, of course, tonight now. Hey, yours truly. Good to see you. And I just wanted to put out there too, me and Miss Nita and yours truly, we did a live show together. It was the first time doing the StreamYard thing. And, if you go to her channel, check that out. And we're going to do a part 2 to it. But it's her first time. She's just starting her channel. And, she's doing real good with her editing and stuff. But check her out. And Miss Anita, check out the live we did. It was a neat little show we did, and I thought it went well for her first show. But anyway, tonight I want to talk about something that happened to me. Well, not really happened. I got like a comment on one of my videos, and I want to talk about it. I want to talk about perception versus reality when it comes to interracial marriage. And the life I'm living in my interracial marriage is quite different than a lot of people think. With the stereotypes and the generalizations and certain things people think go on between two people of different racial groups. But anyway, to make a long story short, my last video, I got a comment, and it appears to be a black woman. I don't know if it is. You know how YouTube is. People create fake accounts and stuff. And I deleted the comment because I didn't like it. It was insulting, to say the least. But I think it comes from a perception, the way people think things are. And, the comment, and I'm going to just put it in general what it said. I don't remember it exactly. It was a long comment. But it stated that that men, non-black men that get in relationships with black women, and this person said it's because they have hate or disdain towards their women. Okay, my preference is black women. I do not hate white women at all. I have nothing against them. We all have a preference. It's just a preference. But they assume I have a problem with that. And then the person said, you know, black women will submit to non-black men because of lust. And I don't know where this person was going with this stuff, but it just didn't really make sense. Um, my marriage, I've been married over 27 years to my black wife. And it takes more than lust or any type of generalizations or having hate towards my own racial group. I mean, for a marriage to last as long as mine did, you got to have love. You got to love that person. And a marriage is something you got to work at from the start to the end. You got to put that person above everything else. And me and my wife have done that. And we love each other. Yeah, we're different races, but we both wanted the same things in life, and it worked out. But this person, and I get comments like that all the time, that and people that hate interracial relationships are against it. The way they describe my marriage, and these people don't know me, is I've heard it all. Either I'm with my wife because I ain't got nothing, or she's with me because I got money. So I've been having money and been broke, and that's why we're together. Or Becky didn't want me, so I went over to find a black woman, and it just so many crazy things people come up with, and it's like they just can't give you the credit for the accomplishments. They just can't let you have that. And that's a perception people have. People have perceptions on why things are the way they are. I didn't marry my wife out of desperation. I married her because I love her. I have love for black women. I have a preference for them. And it don't mean I hate where I came from, because I don't. There's just qualities I found in black women that I find very attractive. And, that's what I've been attractive. And that's, why I married my wife. And sorry. But I get that stuff all the time. People, and it's always negative. Haters, and I think it makes them feel better, because they don't want to believe that people like me and my wife, can have a marriage that's successful, that, that we're living the dream. And are we perfect? No, by no means. We have our issues like any other person. But we love each other. And, people have told me that I'm kind of weird or crazy because I express love for black women. Well, I'm married to one, so why wouldn't I do that? But anyway, I just want to talk about perception versus reality. We all have our perception. We all have stereotypes and generalizations where we assume things are a certain way. And there's even psychologists that study this stuff and try to piece it together, why people get together and why they get married of different races. And bottom line, we're all different individuals. We do it for different reasons. But, if you're going to last over 27 years like me and my wife have, it don't come from a place of desperation. And it don't come from lust. And people tell me that I lust for black women. Well, I mean, lust ain't going to carry you over 27 years. There's got to be more to it than that. But, that's people. And there's haters. And that was probably just a troll putting stuff in there to try to get me to react a certain way. But what I'm going to do, get mad? I don't even know who this person is. But I've had similar comments like that. And, truth be told, my marriage has lasted longer than anybody's in my family. So, except my mom and dad. But, other than that, and how many people could say they've been married over 27 years? I can say that. Me and my wife can say that. But that just kind of on my mind. And, tomorrow when I go live, I want to talk about perceptions versus reality. And I want to go more in depth in it. And a lot of it's going to be pertaining to Black women, accomplishments they've done, and Black women, the success they've had, and the way society tries to spin it a different way. Even other Black people spin it the other way, and that seems kind of weird to me, kind of like a Twilight Zone thing. But I just wanted to talk about that, and I always encourage interracial relationships, regardless of the dynamic of it, because I think it's a good thing. Now the big if is if you're in it all the way, if you really love that person and you're willing to go all the way with that person, putting that person above everything else. And if you are, I recommend it. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. And sorry, it's kind of late. It's just been a busy week. But tomorrow I want to talk more about, perception versus reality when it comes to Black women, when it comes to interracial relationships. And, this is kind of an intro of what I might be doing this weekend, the topics I'm going to be hitting up. And I also want to welcome jump on panels if you guys want to come on and talk about it. Tell me what you think, your experiences, the perception versus reality. And we all know that everybody has a perception about everything. And if you hear some of the haters, oh my God, me and my wife sound like to them the most desperate people on earth. Like we just were rejected from everybody and ended up together. Or, like I said, I've heard that, I didn't have nothing, so I went to my wife, and I've heard that she's only with me because I got money. But either I'm broke or don't have money. I don't know which it is, but it's different every time. But anyway, hey, Miss Anita, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
You know what?
No worries.
My phone was on mute. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Okay.
Oh, I see you put a picture on your avatar.
Yeah, I kind of stumbled on that when I did the live chat.
Yeah, I was telling everybody when I came on that how we did a live show together and stuff, how you did your first one and stuff.
Yeah.
And, I was telling them, check it out. And, check out, it's Yours Truly, right? By Miss Anita?
Yes, sir. That is correct. Yours
Okay,
truly.
yeah. Check out her channel. Right now, she just started her channel. And, she's got different topics on there and stuff. And, I've been watching some of your videos, and your editing is awesome. I might have to learn from you because I haven't even
Sweetheart, thank you so very much.
learned anything about editing.
Still learning. I'm still learning myself, Brent. I'll be totally honest with you. The first few videos that you guys see, it was a whole bunch of errors, and it's not that it's may be errors in the future, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm still learning myself. But getting back to your topic, though, Mr. Brent, you were saying that somebody sent you a letter or email.
Yeah, well, no, it was a comment on my video. And the person was quoting, I guess, some psychologist that, and thinking about it, just the stuff I ended up blocking them and deleting the comment. But what it was saying is that white men get with Black women or non-black men get with black women because they can control them, or they have hatred towards their own women or disdain. And, it's just people's, what they think the reason we're interracially in a marriage.
Yeah.
And I think it's just some person that don't agree with it, that just thinks that it's not good and we're there out of desperation. That's what I got out of it, because she was saying that, that black women will submit to non-black men because of lust. I don't know what that didn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think what they were saying is mine and my wife's marriage is built on, low self-esteem, lust.
I think that was a foolish statement on her part, or whoever wrote it, because you guys have a very successful marriage, so it couldn't be based on lust.
Yeah, and it couldn't be, because lust only goes so far. I mean, if me and my wife were involved because of lust, either one of us, it ain't going to last.
Yep.
Because that lust is going to carry over to somebody else. And and that's why a lot of marriages don't work, or people don't get married because of lust. I mean, for a marriage, you got to love that person, and you got to be like a partner with that person. You got to be like best friends. I mean, there's so much into a marriage working that it's more than, you can't build a marriage out of desperation. And there's no way, it's not going to work. You can get married out of desperation, sure, but it ain't going to last.
Exactly.
But I was just, talking about it because people have their perceptions. When people that are against interracial marriages tell me stuff like that. And they're not going to tell you, well, okay, I don't agree with it, but yeah, your marriage lasted. You did that right. Well, I don't agree, but you did do this right. They're not going to say that. They're going to hit the negative, and they're going to run with it. Even though they don't know you, even though they don't know your life story, they don't know your marriage, they don't live with you. But I don't think no woman's going to submit to a man over lust. Now, she might give in to him over lust, but truly submitting like a wife, no. I don't believe that.
I agree.
But and I don't know who this psychologist guy is. I mean, but my opinion, there are educated idiots out there that have degrees that believe crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad that they spent their energy on taking the time to submit that letter or email that they sent you. That was energy to me that was wasted.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and that kind of, it gets me wondering, like, okay, I mean, you're going to spend that much energy to tell me that stuff, and for what? I mean, me and my wife are a middle-aged couple. We're in our 50s. Why are you spending your energy on us? It's just weird.
Happy. All the dumb stuff that they were saying, that didn't make any sense at all. I mean,
it didn't. I couldn't even get mad at it. I was like, okay, this makes no dang sense at all. I was just, and I showed my wife it. Me and Sandy were reading it. We were laughing, like, what? Where did they get this stuff? It didn't even make sense. It was like they threw some stuff together and it was just, wow. But that's perception over reality. I mean, and people live in their own world. I think April said it. In one of her statements I was reading, perception is other people's reality. They create in their own minds. And, maybe people against interracial relationships, they want to see them fail. So they throw that negative in there and feel better about it.
I think
Maybe
that that's what it is more than anything. They're very negative towards it, so they try to throw it in there and maybe just discourage some, not you, but maybe discourage someone else.
yeah, that could be too. And maybe that person put that in there like maybe somebody reads that comment and says, you know what? Yeah, most people don't interracially marry, so maybe they did it out of desperation. I mean,
Right.
but I mean, I mean, it looked like it came from a black woman, but if it did, it's putting black women down. Like, I went to black women because I couldn't get nothing out, and I'm just like, I don't know. It just, but like I said, it could have been anybody just talking trash. But I don't know. It just,
Did, and did they leave their names, Brent?
yeah, yeah. The person left the name,
Mm.
and some of you probably saw that comment. It was early this morning. I mean, it was like almost like a novel. This person put a lot of wording in it and put out there like psychologists and why white men act this way and black women act that way and why they get together. And it was all about control, lust, and nothing positive. It was all
That's a shame.
desperation and
So
lust. That's what I
basically,
got.
God was definitely not in that in no way, no how. It was nothing that was inspirational or uplifting in that message at all. God was definitely not in that.
No, no. And like I said, if any of that was true, our marriage wouldn't have lasted. It wouldn't have lasted 2 days. I mean, much less 27 years. I mean, but I mean, it is what it is. People are going to put their hate out there.
That's
And
true. It's true. You're right about that.
yeah.
Unfortunately, we cannot control that, though I would like to, but can't do it.
Yeah. And, it could have been somebody that really didn't care either way. He just typed some stuff in to see if I'd get mad or
Yeah.
see if I'd have a reaction to it. People are crazy.
And it's funny though, just put all that energy into it to send you that. Apparently, I guess they watch your channel.
Yeah. Well, I got haters that watch my channel. Sure. I got two what you call hater subscribers. I had one guy that was a subscriber that he'd watch and he but he would say negative stuff and I'm like, what's this guy saying? I mean, he said what he said a comment like why do you guys that date black women or marry black women interracially, why do you got to put it out there? Why do you got to broadcast it? Why do you got to tell the world that? Why don't you just live your life? And then I replied, I says, well, why don't you just be happy I found someone that loves me and that I love? I mean, can you just be happy for me? And he said, no, because, and they started talking about my kids, your half-breed kids, or don't like you and all this stuff. And I'm like, what? But that was a subscriber. And I looked in my analytics because I can tell who subscribes and who doesn't. Well, some I can't because some people can hide it.
Yeah.
But it was a person that was subscribing to me for a while, but would come on and say hateful stuff. It was weird.
Oh my God.
And I get that sometimes. I call them hating subscribers, and
Okay, I'll have to remember that, Brent.
yeah. So when you start getting subscribers and stuff, I know you're adding them up, but once you start getting more, you're going to have those hater subscribers.
It's something that you just can't avoid, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's comical. It don't make like this last one. It was so funny. It didn't make sense. I'm sitting there. Wow, where did you dream up this stuff? and you're quoting a subscriber. Um, how do you? I mean, I got to look this person up, but I just wow, I don't even remember the name. I was just like, you know what? Because when someone sends me a negative one, I'll always respond and see where they're going with it.
Very good like that, Brent. You're very good.
I would like to know, where do you get your thinking? Um, and if they don't respond, I just delete it and block them.
See, I'm trying to delete them immediately. I'm not even trying to respond because I probably say the wrong thing.
Well, I was about to, but I was like, you know what? Let me see if they respond. I want to see where they're going with this. But they never responded, so I just blocked them.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to stay on. I just wanted to hop on just to say hello and just to sit in and listen into the live chat. I'm going to let somebody else jump in if they want to. But thank you so much again for all your help, Mr. Brown. I appreciate what you've done.
No problem. And anytime you need any help or, you want me to come on and to one of your lives, I'll do that. And, but yeah, I mean, you're going for it, you're doing it, and you're doing a good job. I seen your editing, and I'm gonna have to ask you how you edit that stuff.
I'm happy. Whatever I know, whatever I've learned, I'll be happy to pass it on to you. Because you know what, Mr. Brent, it was because of you. You helped push me to step out, really to step out in faith. I mean, us people along the way, and I'm grateful. God puts different people in our pathway, and all I did was just come and visit your channel and listen to you, and a couple of times I jumped on the panel, but it was you that encouraged me to give it a shot, give it a go. And that's what I did. I believe it's time now or never. Sometimes in life you got to get out there and take that leap of faith. So I thank you for that.
Yeah, and you know what? and no, that's good that you did that, because there's people that would like to do stuff like that just won't. And it's better to go out there and try, even if you fail. Exactly. At least you gave it a shot. And with this YouTube thing, gosh, I tried so many other topics, and I couldn't get. I mean, I couldn't get nobody to watch my stuff. I couldn't even. But then, someone at work says, "Why don't you talk about your life, your interracial marriage and stuff?" And I was like, and I wasn't really thinking about that. I was like, okay, yeah, I know that's something I'm living, and I made a few videos, and it just actually took off.
Hey, it got me over to you, and applying so many other people. Everybody that's on the live chat right now, it got us all interested. It brought me to your channel, so it worked. I'm trying to find where I fit, so I'm still testing the waters on some things. But yeah, talking about interracial relationships and marriage, that caught my attention because we all are searching or hopefully wanting to find that special someone, and it is nice to know that we consider options and be able to step outside of our race, not feel like so fearful or intimidated, but to consider our options. I mean, basically that's what got my attention. Like, yeah, because love at this point in time, at 65 years old, I'm thinking, look, it doesn't matter what color you are. I just please treat me right. That's what I want. And I want to be in a serious relationship, and I would like to get married. I'm thinking after you start losing loved ones left and right, and you start reflecting on life and looking at things, and you see what's important. Relationships are very important. Family is important, and one to spend your life with someone special who thinks a lot. I think I think April said something in reference to that, which I totally agree. You know, you want someone to think well of you, vice versa. I mean, it should go both ways. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
And,
considering my options. That's what I'm saying, basically.
and
Okay.
yeah, and you know what? I mean, finding love these days is hard anyway. Finding a good
Yes, sir.
person to marry and have a
Sure.
life with. Um, that's one reason I think people should open up their options. And I'm not just saying black women, but white guys, people of all races, open up your options. You know what? You might meet that person that's different than you, but
Yeah.
it's just awesome. Like I met my wife. My wife's awesome. I mean,
There
I,
you go.
I couldn't ask for a better wife. And
That's that's beautiful. That's what
and
I want. That's exactly what we want, Mr. That's what I want.
yeah,
I want, if
but
nobody else thinks I'm beautiful, I want the man that loves me. Like you are the world to me.
yeah, and it should be that way. I mean, both ways. I mean, some people say, well, marriage is a business thing. It's not all about love, but it is. Um, what holds a marriage together? It's love. It's not finances, and it's not, you doing your role. That's part of it. And it's not the intimacy, the sexual part of it. That's part of it, but it takes more. It takes true
It's
love. It takes
much more.
people
That's right.
building together.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have total love for that person, and not all people have that. Not all people are looking for that commitment or that traditional marriage. And it's sad because people don't know what they're missing. And I can tell you stories about when me and my wife got married, our lives together, our kids, growing up, our two daughters and our son, and the stuff we went through and the memories and, watching them graduate from high school, college,
Yes.
doing,
Yes.
things together, watching them grow from babies to grown adults. I mean, and then now they're having kids. I mean, they got their own marriage. That's
That
what life is about,
is
and
100%. I agree. That's exciting. And oh, I'm looking at Miss Know It All's message. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awfully sweet of you. Yes, I'm excited too, Miss Know It All. So yeah, but yeah, Mr. Brent, I agree with you on that. It's about family and love, building memories, and just doing. Sometimes it's the simple things. It's not even about always the expensive things, although that's nice too, here and there, going on nice fancy trips. But sometimes it's just staying at home, cuddling, watching a nice movie together. I don't know. I'm just simple stuff. Going for a walk, holding hands through the park. I don't know. I'm just simple
yeah,
stuff.
that's what it's about. But um, and I don't know why people ain't getting married like they used to, or I don't understand it. And when I hear stats of black women, 1 out of 4 getting married, I'm like, what? What? I don't understand that. To me, that don't make sense. Um, I don't know. I maybe the way I was raised, the way I see things, and the blessings I've had with my wife, I just I can't see me living any other way. I definitely can't see myself at 65 in the club trying to pick up on some 25-year-old or something crazy. And I've seen crap like that.
Yeah,
Um, you know, I mean, how do you go through a life just having, girlfriends and, different ones and kids from different people? And I don't know how people can live like that. I mean,
yeah,
because later on, and you know what? And my thing is, you know what? We're all getting old, right? But me and my wife, we're going to age together. We're going to get old together. We're going to watch our kids and grandkids grow. And,
yeah.
you know,
I love that. Honestly and truly, how can you not love that? That's something that I always wanted. Uh, didn't happen that way. And of course, even for myself, I've made some wrong turns here and there myself, but I think I've had enough self-reflection and I've had a chance to see the light, so to speak. And I mean, who would not want that? What you have, I think is beautiful. Uh, I love it. And I know I don't stand alone in that. That's what we all want. We all want, it's the common denominator. We all want to be loved. We want to be loved and someone to cherish us and to, show the respect and the love for each other. That's all we want. And spend time with each other. But yeah,
Yeah.
um,
And April says I need to learn to clap back.
I like what April said earlier about everybody should. What did she say? Something about looking at what was that? The the psychiatrist books and keeping the pocket.
Right.
I did not laugh, but that was funny to me. Yes. I need to stay away from that. That was good. Anyway, Brett, I'm gonna get off, hon. I'm tired, and I'm gonna try to listen a little while longer, and then I'll probably have to shut it down.
Okay. Thanks for coming on. I'll drop the link and see if anybody else wants to come on before I shut down tonight.
Right.
I just wanted to get a little bit, just comment I want to talk about. And I just want to talk about, you know, I just wanted to talk about perception versus reality. And I'm not real triggered about that comment because it just sometimes when things don't apply to you, you don't really care. It's like, it just. But anyway, I just, there is perception, there's a reality. I mean, and then there's the truth, and but some things I just can't get mad at because it didn't make sense. And anyways, what am I do to that person? Send them a comment? Well, I did, but I didn't get a response. And Ms. Know-It-All, I know you're saying that maybe have them come on. I've offered that. People that give me negative, there's been some I've offered to come on and talk about it. You know, and I always and I always try to get people that have comments that maybe disagree with what I'm talking about. I like them to come on because I want to know where people are coming from. Not so much people that just throw hate towards my way, but maybe some that just disagree. Anyway, hey, Miss Know-It-All.
Hello, Brents. How are you and Sandy, the kids, and the grandbaby? All is well.
Oh, good. Yeah, our granddaughter came and spent a couple days with us. We had some fun and stuff, and grandkids are awesome. It just brings us back to when our kids were that little, which seems like yesterday.
She's getting big. She's
Oh
getting
yeah,
big.
yeah. She's 5 now, so she's.
Oh wow, she's a little terror right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's sweet though. I mean.
No. You know what I mean? Like they just running around, talking, touching, doing everything, having fun.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, not in a negative way. You know that. So all right. So I just want to touch on what I said, and I'm going to jump off because I'm not going to hold this because I'm going to go to bed soon. I just So what I wanted to say about maybe having guests with opposing opinions is only this is how the conversation happened and we open up a dialogue. You're not a combative person. You're kind, seem like loving, sensible man. And maybe if they had a conversation with you about your perspective and how you see interracial dating, how it fulfilled you, how happy you are, maybe it would shed light on some of their issues and push and misconceptions of interracial dating. So that's the only reason I brought that up, because sometimes it's nice to hear, and it would be nice to hear more male perspective as well, men perspective. So I just thought that's the only reason I brought it up, but it's no pressure. I just thought it might be a nice idea.
Yeah,
And
no,
mhm. Go ahead.
yeah, no, you're right. I thought about that. Now it can be a catch-22 because if I bring someone that's just a hater, it's just going to be an argument. But if I could get someone that disagrees can that can agree to disagree, maybe find that type of person. You know what I mean?
Repeat the question. I'm so sorry. Say that one more time.
No, what I was saying is I thought about bringing someone on with opposing views, but it can be a catch-22 because if you get someone that's just a hater, that's just against it no matter what, it really don't do no good. But if you get someone that disagrees, but they can hear you out, and maybe you don't convince them, but you agree to disagree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's absolutely, and I agree with that. That's why you can press a button if someone becomes belligerent, disrespectful, or out of pocket. You can hit a button and cut them off if you feel they're being inappropriate. That's why you give them you give them the full disclosure. Listen, I don't want to have a verbal altercation with you. I just want to have an adult conversation about our perspectives on this particular topic. I mean, I'm just saying, you can do what you want. I'm just saying, maybe it will open it up, and maybe and like I said, maybe you might have a positive, good influence on someone by inviting someone with an opposing view, if they decide to be respectful and kind.
Yeah, and maybe they can see where I'm coming from too. Yeah,
right. To be and at least listen, not to agree, but to listen to someone else's perspective. That's all I'm going to say.
I almost got this one guy on that sent me an email. This guy says, you know what? He said, and this was a black guy. He says, I feel the same way about white women that you do about black women. And I was like, oh, really? And I was like, why don't you come on my show? Because this would be a awesome topic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, you can, people, he said, what he said? He said, people, think what you're saying is cute. But me, if I tell what I feel, people are going to give me hate. And he says, no, I couldn't do that because I would get so much, he said I would get so much hate and backlash to where you would get praise. I don't know if I so much get praise, but
no, I understand why he's saying it, because everybody knows, when I'm not going to say nothing negative, that your union with Sandy is different than a lot of black males' unions with. It's a different reason. It's just I'm trying to be walk a straight line. I'm trying to tiptoe and saying what I want, because I want this to be a positive channel. But my thing is, their union is different than your union. That's it. Their union is not the same type of union as yours. It's just facts. And it's not that I know everything. I know I have the know-it-all. I'm not a psychologist, but it's a different. Everyone knows that their union is different. That's why people like you and Sandy have successful marriages that last. They tend not to have successful marriages when they date it's just facts, and we just keep dancing it. And it's like, that's what I'm saying. I think it would be nice to invite him, because your audience, everybody here is pretty mature. No one is triggered. Maybe a little bit me. I might be the most triggered person, but I wouldn't even do it, because I like to hear people's perspectives, even if I don't agree with it, or may semi agree.
Yeah, and I had my friend Emilio. He's a black guy that I work with. He was on one of my videos, and I don't think anybody on the panel will give him any flack, unless he started saying, well, I date white women because black women are this and that. If he started getting, he'd get some flack. But if he just said, hey, this is what I like, this is what I'm into, and nothing against anybody, that's what I like. I think
And
I
he's
think
entitled. And he's entitled to.
yeah, I
But
think everybody in the channel would have no problem. I don't think
no,
there's anybody that would have a problem with that.
absolutely, people are entitled to what they like, and some people may have. But I think I understand what he's saying. Like he would be dragged and drilled because he said. But the difference is the history of it. They date out the most. They're the only group of men collectively. If you collectively add black, white men, Asian men, Latino men, East Indian, West, different types of all the men on the planet. Black men date out the most. There's something behind that. So that's the reason he doesn't. But the thing is, he said he likes white women. That's fine. That's beautiful. Live your best life. That's wonderful. But I think his counterparts, his natural male counterparts, take it to a level that has been kind of detrimental to our community, from music to movies to the rhetoric on social media. So yes, he would probably get drilled in other channels and other content creators, but I think you can assure him that you have a different
Yeah.
crowd. They wouldn't. I don't think people would be on the attack. I mean, in
No.
my head, I might be, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it on your channel.
Yeah. I think if it was respectful, I don't think anybody would. But if he started saying how much better Becky is, I think it might go south a little bit. But I mean, well, and there's a way you could say, well, when I say that, and I think a lot of people watch me because I'm a white guy and I praise black women and I'm married to one. I think people, it kind of catches their eye like, what? We don't see that every day. But actually, you do. How many white guys make videos about how much they love black women? There's actually quite a few. Um,
But they're not demeaning. But they're not demeaning white women. That's the difference.
uh, yeah, for the most part, there are some guys that do that. Um, yeah, but for the most part, I don't think they are. I mean, I never really did. I'll make fun of them just out of just being crazy, but I mean, there's no hate. I don't, it's not like,
We know you don't, so I mean, it's not. It's different, Brent. And I know I'm like I said, I'm gonna keep it positive, and I know you want to tread lightly in what's being said on your platform, which I completely understand. Again, it's a different type of union, so it's like you can't compare it. It's just like comparing oranges and apples. It's not the same type of union. It's just facts. And
yeah,
the data is there, and everyone who have eyes, brains, and have some sort of sensibility and logic can see what's happening. So it is what it is.
yeah, and yeah, no, and I think you kind of hit something there. I think when black women and white men get together, they're more strategic on it, and I think they're the ones that are attacked the most when it comes to it. I believe.
I believe.
So
Well, there's only one group that's attacking it. But one group of male. It's just one. That's it. I need you to be honest sometimes, Brent. Like, I know you don't want to say it. Don't say it. But it's only one group of people who attack it, and it's hypocritical. So I want to also say that again, to me, my opinion, and maybe people in the chat will agree or not. I think your union with Sandy was based on love, nothing else. It was based on I like you, you like me, we get along. I'm attracted to you, you attracted to me. I think it was genuine. No one elevates the other, and that's just what it is. It was based on love. Your union is love. The opposite isn't is not it's not the same, and it's just not the same. And that's it. That's all that's it. That's all. There's nothing more to say. It's not
yeah.
the same. It's not the same type of union. It's just for many reasons. I mean, do you want me to run it down, or am I open? Can I say it?
Well, run
The
it.
reasons why
It's different.
the reasons why the the opposite don't, because it's on superficial reasons like rage, rebellion. It's escapism. It's based on, you know, just carnal reasons. It's not the initial union is not, and also low self-esteem, low self-worth, not being selected in their communities. It's different reasons. It's just different reasons. It's not like you and Sandy, you saw her. I love her, she's beautiful. She saw you, he's fine, I love her. You loved each other. It's a different type, and it's not just your union. I put in the chat, I don't know if you read it. I have several relatives, including one of my sisters, who have their children are from white males, white men. Well, white men that actually act like men, and they've had successful relationships. It's just successful. It is what it is, because it's not based on superficial reasons. It's just, it is what it is. And the fact that black women, when they're with white men, they could be feminine, they could rest, they could relax. They don't have the burden of the world. The weight of the world is not on our shoulders when they're with you. It's just facts. See, I didn't say anything negative, did I? But I'm just being
No.
real.
Natasha had something second suggested question for live topic. Where do you think that Hollywood gets their information to portray white men and black women in relationships on the big screen?
Well, they now, because it's been an uptick in black women getting out of this mindset that they only have to be in with one type of guy. People are seeing it, and they wanted to show it. It's so many people, not just celebrity black women, because there's quite a few. I found out there's a lot of black celebrity women that are with white men, but it's also regular, average, everyday women like myself that date out, and people, but they've always promoted the whole the black male and the white woman. So I don't know, Hollywood is going to change. I'm seeing more. There's something new coming out too. It's on Netflix. It's about a young girl, a young black girl being in love with young white guy. I forgot the name of it. It's a new Netflix that's coming out. But I mean, I'm telling you, Brent, I've said it before. In the next census and the next data report that comes out, you're gonna see a tremendous change in interracial couples, but amongst black men, women, and white men, or even just non-black guys. You're just gonna see it. It's time, and it needs to happen.
And Natasha asked me to look at her first question. I've suggested a topic. Do you think that what the movie shows about white men and black women relationships are based on reality, or is it just Hollywood fantasy? I would say it's based on, of course, it's a fantasy, but I think it's based on reality, because a lot of relationships with black women, white men are growing. And I noticed when I retired out of the Army, when I went through my retirement ceremony, there were 3 of us white guys that had black wives and families. And I didn't see the combination the other way. And I see it gradually growing. And especially where I live, I see more and more of it.
Yes, me too.
And these are families. These ain't just people dating. They have kids. They've been married a while.
Yeah.
And I think from one of the research, they said that black women, white men are 40% more likely to stay married than our other counterparts.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm telling you, yes, you're proof. My cousins are proof. I know females, and my community is very gentrified, and it's a lot of interracial couples, and it's actually almost equal. Black women with white men in my community is almost equal.
Yeah,
it's just facts. It is. It's just we don't promote it. We don't see it. They're not promoting it yet, but now they're promoting it more and more. I see, like, from commercials to movies. There's this, interracial dating with Black women and other groups of men, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah,
And I only speak
I
of
do
Black
too.
women because I'm sorry, Brent. I'm just saying I only speak of Black women because I only care. I mean, that's I don't care about anyone else, but my focus is only on women of color, Black women. So, I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna. Yeah, because my brother, his daughter's mother is white.
Oh, okay.
So I'm only speaking on us. I'm just happy that things are changing for us. It's a positive thing, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. April says, "Do not do it." Okay.
Do not do what?
I
Bring
don't
someone
know.
on.
Maybe somebody. I think she's just concerned about someone that's hateful.
What
Um.
what's hateful?
No, I'm guessing. I don't know what she meant by do not do it. April, is that what you meant? Like bring someone on that's got hate? I don't.
A different perspective. I mean, as long as
No,
they're respectful.
I don't think it. I don't think she means that. I think it's just like uh I think it's just like, be careful. I think that's what she means. She just
It's your choice, Brent. I mean, you could do
yeah,
what you want
no.
to do. I'm saying
Um
that was just a suggestion because
I
you said people wanted to talk to you, and it sounded like the
well,
guy was being respectful. So right,
he was but he said he wouldn't do it because he'd get too much backlash.
yeah. I
But
don't think he. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
I mean we had a good conversation and he
Yeah,
even told me he likes blonde-headed women with blue eyes, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Um, you know, and we should be able to do that. You should be able to have your own preference, regardless, and people shouldn't give you crap for it. I mean,
no, they shouldn't.
as long as you're not putting nobody else down, you should be able to do what you want.
Bingo. There you
You
go.
know?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay, April, I'm not going to do it.
You should do what you want to do, Brent.
No, I know. You gotta love April though. She's looking out.
No,
She
I
really
know. I'm not saying she's not. I'm just saying it's just we have to be adults, and if someone, like I said, you could um drop them off if someone gets out of pocket. So you're in control. So
yeah, I could delete them and take them off
right,
the live,
yeah.
sure. No, yeah, I'm careful when I do that. I'm not going to bring someone on I don't think's going to be respectful. This guy seemed
Yeah.
respectful, so I could probably
That's what it sounded like. That's why.
I
That's
can
why I
have
made
a
that
good
suggestion.
conversation without, back and forth. Because he wasn't criticizing what I was doing. He said, "Hey, I'm like you, but I'm the opposite," and that's great. I don't think it would have been a bad deal.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
he didn't cuss. He didn't use profanity. He didn't attack you. So that's why what it sounds like. So I said, oh well, that might be a good look.
yeah. But yeah, I don't really want to have a negative conversation. I really don't want to go in an argument or nothing. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can accept someone's, being, having a disagreement if it makes sense. Yeah.
Well, I mean, love and light, happiness, and I think people could have adult conversations without being so angry. I mean, and it sounded like he was a cool guy, and he just didn't. He wasn't on the attack, and he was like, "I'm like you, but I like the opposite." And that's his God-given right. He could like and be attracted to whatever he wants. You know, it's
Yeah.
no matter what the reason is. He could be people. That's the beauty of life is choices. You have choices. Hey,
Yeah.
you could be a vegetarian, or you could be a carnivore and just eat meat. You could be, you could do whatever you want. I mean, it is what it is. It's choices, and if it's and that's the beauty of life. And that's what I'm saying. It would have been a positive, and then he could just say, hey, But I understand why he would have felt attacked. Like I said, it's just a different.
Yeah.
It's a unique situation. That's why.
And he might not know what he's walking into my channel either. So he's
No,
probably
absolutely.
like
I get.
cautious.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but
That's that.
oh well, I'm gonna have to shut down here soon. It's getting late. I know on the East Coast, you're 2:20 in the morning, something like that.
It's after 2 a.m. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, it's midnight here, so you guys are 2 hours ahead of us.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Brents, I hope wishing you and the family blessings, good health, happiness, and a prosperous future.
Oh, thank
Always.
you. Appreciate that.
And I'm going to step. I wasn't planning on being here this long, but I enjoyed speaking with you. I hope I didn't trigger you or made you
Oh
feel,
no, no,
or made you feel uncomfortable with anything I'm saying. You know, I'm kind of
no,
radical.
no.
You know, I'm a little radical.
No, it's all good. You know what? I mean, we speak the truth, right? Or, I mean, yeah. No, I appreciate you coming on. I enjoyed talking to you. And Miss Know or yeah, Miss Know It All, I do appreciate you coming on. And Miss Anita, I enjoyed her coming on. Check out her channel, guys. Miss Anita, she's putting together her channel, and she's trying to get a feel of what topics she wants to talk about. And she's asked my advice on it, and I try to help her out. And because some people help me out on my channel. I mean, the guests I've had have helped me out and helped my channel grow a little bit, and that was nice. And I just like to return the favor because, she's been, a subscriber. She's followed me and stuff, and I'd like to help her out and check out her channel. I mean, she's just starting out. She's got a few subscribers, and I've seen her put together a channel, and her editing's real nice. Or I mean, I'm going to have to ask her for some advice because I need to work on editing. I really do. But anyway, guys, thank you for coming on tonight, and I will be going live tomorrow. What were the times, Corey? Do you remember? It was 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern time. The times are on my community page, and I almost forgot the live I got up. Oh yeah, and I'm sorry, it was later than it was supposed to be. It's been late nights at work lately. Oh my God, I'm working over 60 hours a week, and then, but 2:00 p.m. for you, Corey. That's Pacific time. The times are on there for tomorrow's live, and I'm going to talk more about perception versus reality when it comes to Black women. I want to address that too because I don't think Black women get a fair shake a lot of times when it comes to their accomplishments and the positive things they've done and the beauty they have, both inside and out. And then I want to talk about the misconceptions or the perception versus reality when it comes to interracial dating and marriage, and how that can be a positive. It can always be a negative, sure, but the Black woman, white man dynamic is really growing and doing very well. And we'll talk about that too, why that is. But anyway, thank you for coming on tonight, guys. It's been a pleasure. And I just want to say goodnight to Miss Know-It-All, Miss Anita, Carol, Corey, April, have a good night. Natasha, good to see you. Carol always. Connie P, thanks for coming in. Let's see, did I get everybody? Natasha. Miss Know-It-All, of course. I mentioned her. I think I got everybody in the chat anyway. Let me go back. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming on. And, I'd say, guys, thanks for your advice. Thanks for looking out. April, thank you for looking out. I know that's what you're doing, and I appreciate it. You guys, I love you guys, and I thank you for coming in and watching, my videos, and I appreciate your comments and your input. It means a lot to me. And, if you guys want to do an interview or anything, any topic you want to do, if you want to co-host the show with me, let me know. That's always open. I always like, getting people's perspective. I like getting people's ideas. And if you're starting a channel, let me know too. I'd like to help you do that. It's all about networking, right? On this channel, we're a team. And, you've helped me out by, watching me, commenting. And I'd like to help you out too. And anyway, guys, Chris, thanks for coming on. I hope I get everybody in chat. If I missed you, I totally apologize. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 Mountain, 4 Central, 5 Eastern. And we'll see you tomorrow. And look forward to the live tomorrow. We'll have a good live and everything. And I'll have a jump on panel too. If you guys want to come on and talk and give a little bit about your perspective. I'd love to hear it. And anyway, have a good night tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you and your family. And we'll meet again tomorrow. Good night, everybody.